Now, let's be honest. In 2023 and 2024, we saw this become a huge major boom where a lot of entrepreneurs were being taught that their business needs to be built around them, their personality, their charisma, their personal magic. So they start sharing every single little detail of their life and building their brand around who they are. Now, the problem is this leads to creating a person dependent business. And as you know, a person dependent business is a fragile one because an unpopular opinion is a brand that's built around you is set up to fail. So when your business depends on your personal brand alone, you become a limiting factor to growth. You become the bottleneck. And the business that relies too much on you and your personality to succeed limits that scalability. So this type of personal brand approach can work in the short term, but it doesn't actually leave room for sustainable growth or automation. And there's a reason why these commonly taught approaches haven't worked. They're all built around scaling a broken system, one that relies too heavily on you as the sole source of magic, making your voice nearly impossible to amplify. Now, the real thing that we need to focus on is that we need to stop creating people dependent sources, which means we're creating a process that is people dependent. So every solution we tried so far simply shifts the weight of who takes on that work to someone else. So you were the bottleneck, and now instead of fixing that, you managed a team that depends on you to run the system. And when something is people dependent, it means that those results hinge on whether or not someone shows up, whether or not they understand your vision, whether they execute flawlessly, which, let's be honest, that rarely happens. And hiring a VA, a marketer, or even an agency isn't going to be the answer, because if they're plugging into a system that still relies on you, you're just shifting the bottleneck, not removing it. So a real solution is not about replacing you with another human. It's about building a system that works independently and can be run or supported by others without requiring them to become you, so that you can actually have a system that runs, that does the heavy lifting for you.